like casually going with longbow, and he didn't see the switch into greatsword. Right there, you saw it again. Bull's charge into the greatsword really quickly. Nice combo. Alex gets caught, and Lighter moves on. So now we have Anen versus Crazy. Let me just update the brackets for you guys so you can follow along with me. And in the brackets, 8SPE is no longer 8SPE, it's going to be Lighter. He's our substitute. I know I saw Crazy in here, I just gotta find him. I'm not sure where he is. Unfortunately, he might get a bye, but like I mentioned, guys, this is the first round, so I'm not too sure. I did do the roster check. He was here. That might be him right there. Yeah, that's him exactly. Ayy, Crazy. So we'll give him a minute or two just to get in, check his build, make sure everything's good, and during that time we'll take a look at Kyle here and see what he's running. Looks like he's got Rune of Scholar and he's got Berserk Amulet on, running Acrobatics, Trickery, and Daredevil. Oof. I'm interested. And that's a really good thief. I've always enjoyed watching him in the 1v1 tourneys. He's been about 6 or 7 of them that I've been watching or been hosting myself, and he's very entertaining to watch. Really, really good. Even when you think he's down, just pulls it out of his ass there, and really fun. Okay, let me just whisper Crazy, make sure he knows. While they take this time, I'm going to go shamelessly promote in map chat. Sorry, guys. Here we go. He's actually an elementalist. We're just in time to actually catch it. And Nelly going up towards this little kite spot. I don't know if you've ever seen this map before, but this is a no port area and a really good kite spot. A lot of people use it to their advantage, and they kind of claim that they want the red side because they get to be able to get there first. So they're always claiming, I want red, I want red. Here we go. With now A taking some big damage, trying to mitigate some of that, putting the pressure back up. Good defense is sometimes a good defense, but he's taking a lot of damage. I don't think he should be standing toe to toe here. As I mentioned, Anen is a really good thief. A good job by the alley staying up on the no port spot where Kyle Anen can't really do much damage to him. He's got that little storm going where he can't get any AoE through, getting some big heavy damage down on Kyle, and he gets him down. Ooh, good job. Kyle couldn't do anything there, as I mentioned, with the port spot. That little pillar is a huge game changer, and you have to be able to use this. Kind of forces you to use the map and terrain. You have to be good at using it because you have to almost bait your opponent into going into the area that you want him to be in. As in an end situation, he doesn't really want him to be up on that port spot, so he's got to figure out a way to bait him into an area, maybe towards the spawn area, in a bigger open place where he can do his work. And right now, I think the alley Crazy is actually controlling the terrain in this match, which is going to make the difference. And it has made a lot of difference with this map, which I find is a little bit of an issue in the 1v1 because it can be lopsided, but it is brand new, so I like to just show it and people get to play it. So for now, it's going to be this map. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you really do like it, just click that follow button. That would be great. Oh man, it would be awesome. Thank you so much. And here we go with our second round. AAA taking some heavy pressure already. Crazy kill. And then trying to keep it up. Look at this. This is what I was talking about. There's no port spot. And then has a little more ability to keep down the pressure and the damage. And A is running through a little bit of his cooldowns. He's really pressured now. He's in Earth. He's trying to keep down the damage, but Anend is just keeping the pressure up. Can Anend do it? He can't let him get to the port spot. He's got him in the immob. Oh, Anend taking some big damage, trying to cut away. He's got the storm up to try and block all the projectiles, and then doing a lot of damage, trying to evade everything, but he's going down. It was just a matter of attrition right there. Who was going to go through their cooldowns first? And obviously Anend went through them first, but it was a really good match. Great job at mitigating that damage. Our next match after this is going to be Masterwork versus Player. So it's going to be Masterwork versus Player. I'm just letting the contestants know that they have to enter. So we got Simply Flowers in. I'm just waiting for Masterwork. I think this is the first time that he's with us in a tourney, so it might be a little slow for him. Let me see if I can find him. What was your name, my friend? Was it you? Nope. You? Nope. I think that's him right there. Master Rito, I think, yes. So Simply Flowers is playing a core card, but he usually plays really unique ones. He's got Mentor Amulet with Rune of Sanctuary. He's running Valor, Zeal, and Honor. But look at this. He's got Zealous Scepter, Zealous Blade, Symbol of a Symbolic Avenger. He's running the regular meta, and he's got Stand Your Ground, my boy. Alright, Simply Flowers. I'm a little biased. I want Simply to win. Hey, thank you so much for following, man. I really appreciate that. Juts Jay, you're the best, man. Thank you so much, man. Woot woot. It shows me that you appreciate watching this, man. Here we go, Masterwork. And like I said, I'm new to this, though that's really appreciated. If there's any suggestions or anything you guys want to see in the future, or anything you didn't like, let me know, man. So Master Ritwalk, I didn't even see what he was running. He's actually on Revenant right now. Berserker with Balthazar. We got Retribution, Devastation, and Corruption. He's simply putting on some heavy damage on Master Ritwork. He didn't even see it coming, so he's got to try to back out, but he's in a bad position. Oof. Simply Flowers making quick work of Master Ritwork. Holy moly. I couldn't even promote before he was down. Next match after this is actually not going to be me. I stupidly forgot to put PH Magic Boy in, so he took my spot. So it's going to be PH Magic Boy versus Slayer. So let's take a quick look up again back at Nicholas's build. And this is all custom. He usually always has these funny little twerked out builds that he's got that really works for him and his playstyle. I enjoy watching him. Let's take one more look at his weapons here. He's got Sword Shield with Scepter Focus. Here we go. Let's watch him here. He was able to catch Master Ritwork off guard. Let's see if Master Ritwork he made any adjustments and can counter that play a little bit. He's standing on the no port, which is a good job. He's still taking some damage from the side, but he's able to put down a little more. And Master Ritwork taking burning damage that he didn't even notice. He couldn't get the Condi clear. He's got burning again, and that's what it ultimately finishes him. Simply Flowers making some quick work of Master Ritwork. But thank you so much either way, Ritwork, for joining us, man. I really appreciate it. Here we go. Let me just update the brackets here. That's player that moves forward in our tournament. And it actually worked out quite well in our challenge.com website. Because of the amount of players, there was no buys. And once again, I'll post it in the Twitch stream again so you guys can kind of see where the brackets are and follow along with me if you so choose. I saw another streamer. I like to watch a lot of streamers and get some good ideas, and I saw him that he was able to post the actual bracket as his background, I'm not very good with computers, so I'm in the process of learning how to put the source in and make sure it overlays in a certain way or in which order. But eventually I'll get to it and you'll be able to see it and we'll watch it at the same time. So here we have PH Magic Boy, and he's going against, is this the competitor? Yeah, Slayer, Zephyr, the Warrior, Spellbreaker. PH Magic Boy is really fun to watch. He enters a lot of the tourneys, really competitive, and is super nice, high elite player. One of my favorite to watch, actually. He usually goes forward. I don't think he's losing in this first round, but Slayer is a pretty good competitor himself, so it's going to be good to say the least. He's running strength runes with Demolisher, and we got Rune of the Strength with Discipline and Spellbreaker. So here we go, both opponents have readied up. And there is betting inside the map chat, so if you guys want to enter the map, the password is AL, and there's people betting in there on who's going to win. That was 10 gold, 15 gold, 20 gold, but it's gold, so you can actually use the currency in here. Some people like to bet in Twitch, but there's no actual gold that you can use instantly. So I like to do it in map chat, and it's like a selective group, the only people who can get in. So here we go. Zephyr is starting hard. Struck Thoughtbuster already starting with the big CC. He couldn't get him down. The Hollow Leap. He tries to get the damage. They're standing toe to toe right now, just trading blows. Looks like it's pretty even. Zephyr doing a good job. Elixir S already coming out of Thoughtbuster. It looks a little premature in my opinion, but he was able to mitigate some big damage, and who knows, Zephyr just kind of backed off. He wasn't able to burn any cooldowns. He's trying another CC, but that was kind of a feint. He was able to get it off. Makes the Warrior use a heal. Thoughtbuster getting pressured really hard. He wasn't able to land. Oh, that was a little... Maybe it was a blunderbuss after the Prime Light Beam, or the Prime Light Beam just getting shucked. Ooh, that was a bad... He wasn't able to counter on the big stun from Zephyr. Chuck Thoughtbuster getting a little lucky there, and he's able to reset, and that's the great thing with Hollowsmith. They can reset the match very quickly. The cooldowns aren't long, and now Zephyr's he's in a bit of trouble here. He's got not much in the way of cooldowns. He's sitting pretty low. Chuck Thoughtbuster's got a lot of range, and he's a really good high-class player, so he knows how to do this, but as a warrior, it's always dangerous. They're always able to land right here, as you saw, the big CC chain, and put down some big damage. Able to get some pressure up, buy him some time, and he just regains some health. So already, Zephyr's back at 3/4 health, all the way from 1/4. Just by being a little more offensive. Ooh, but Chuck Thoughtbuster gets a huge CC combo, and just destroys Zephyr at the end. He had no cooldowns left. He tried everything at the end to try to get some pressure on Zephyr, and he ended up paying for it by leaving himself completely open to that burst, and I guess Chuck was just kind of waiting for it. We're going to be starting the next match here. He took Chuck by Thoughtbuster by a little bit, or PH Magic Boy by a little bit at first, but like I've always advocated, Thoughtbuster is a master tactician. He is able to adjust really well to his matches. Even if he loses the first one, he adjusts well, and then he's going to win the next two, usually. 8 out of 10 times, in my opinion, that's what happens. So here we go with our second match. Let's see if Zephyr made any changes. Doesn't look like he's made any changes. I don't think Chuck made any changes. Maybe I didn't check his build previously, dang it. But I don't think he made any changes. He won that one, but knowing him, he probably still did. So here we go. Let's take a look at PH Magic Boy for this one, actually. Getting the big stomp down. Going into his Corona Burst. What is this always called? Holographic Shockwave. Yeah, Shockwave. Big shockwave over here. Isn't able to land his Zephyr, getting some big damage. It's just very dangerous for Chuck Thoughtbuster. Ooh, getting him with a big overcharge shot. Gets him in the face and finishes him with a Prime Light Beam. Beautiful combo by Chuck Thoughtbuster. It's almost like he used the first round to feel him out, and then the second round he just said thank you, good night. Really well executed. That's how Hollow is played. Wow, that was really good. Yeah, it's PH Magic Boy. Sorry there, sorry, I'm a little slow on that. But the next match coming up right here is going to be Goof versus Irish. So that's actually Mike that moves forward, but that's PH Magic Boy for representing me. So he's moving forward in the tourney. So now we have Goof versus Irish. I'm just going to announce that in map chat. And for our tourney, yeah, I still have to figure out the combination of who's getting what. But I have 100 gold and 100 mystic, 125 mystic coins to be exact, to give out. So if anybody in Twitch chat has an idea of how to split that between first and second, let me know or write it down, and I'll take that suggestion, and that's how I'll split it, if it's understandable. I got somebody asking me to do a 3v3 tourney tonight. I might, depending on how energetic I am. I'm going to finish this 1v1, and I'll start sending out some little tells and spreading my fingers out and see if we can get a 3v3. That'll be pretty exciting. I don't know. It's all in the work right there. It's sitting in the back. I don't know what's happening with it, but we'll find out. Here we go. Goof Guthrie versus LOL. He's coming out early. He's actually a thief. Staff thief? What is that? Oh, Goof Guthrie trying to get away from him. Yeah, it is the short bow with dagger pistol. Sorry, guys. Guthrie standing on the no port. Doing a good job. LOL's got to be careful. He actually gets him in the shockwave. Keeping the pressure up. Goofy doing a good job of maintaining. They're kind of even right now, but no, looks like he gets him in the... Oh, he wasn't able to get the rampage, but he got the tornado, which created the CC, and then he was able to chain off that. Good job by Guthrie, seeing that little window of opportunity, and seeing that the thief, he got caught in the CC, and he didn't evade from it, he didn't do anything, so he figured, you know what, maybe he's out of cooldowns, let me blow everything I caught. He took that window, and he ran with it, and there you go, he just took it and won. Great job by Goof, really, really, really nice. Moment of opportunity taken and seized. I'll take this time to shamelessly promote, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. If you like it as well, click that follow button. And if you didn't like it, let me know why. Put it in the suggestion box, and I'll do something to reprimand them myself. Thank you, Richie Chan, for following, man. I really appreciate that. You're the fucking best, bro. Woo woo. It really encourages me to do more. And like I said, I might do a 3v3 tonight. So if I get another follow, maybe I'll try extra hard. Who knows? Okay, Guthrie the Gate versus LOL. Here we go. Oh, I got another follow. I might try extra hard. Alka 9. Here we go. Maybe I'll try extra hard tonight, man. Maybe 3v3 coming. I'm going to do my best. I guarantee, man. I'm going to do my best. Oof, got to be making quick work. Ooh, we got another follow. Thank you so much for Towel02. Okay, guys. If I get 3 more follows, I'm fucking doing a 3v3. It might be a little late because I have to start promoting and make sure everybody understands it's a 3v3, so there's a lot of players. But if I get 3 more follows from this point on, I'm doing a fucking 3v3 come hell or high water. So here we go. Goof Guthrie taking that match. Let's see what else I got here. The next match coming up, we got Zine versus E. This is going to be pretty good, actually. Zine is really, really strong, and he was the one I made. This is why I made this tourney a little early, because Zine doesn't live in this time zone, so it was really late for him when I do most of mine, so I made this one a little early. What did I say? Oh yeah, Zine versus E. Thanks so much for following, guys. I really appreciate that. Towel, Alka, Originum, you guys are the best, man. Thank you so much. So here we go. We got, oh, thank you for the follow, man. Really appreciate that. Jamal from Black we got 2 more follows and I'm doing a 3v3 tonight. If I get 2 more follows, we're doing a 3v3 tonight. So let's take a look at it. Over here, he's got the sword with the axe and he's got staff. We're looking at Renegade, Invocation, Salvation. Renegade, Zion running the Renegade against Eve, which I think he's running traps. This is an epic duel right now. We got a Renegade Revenant versus a Trap Ranger. This is going to be good. Zion taking a lot of damage. I think he got stunned and surprised by the traps. He wasn't expecting that, but I bet you the next match he's going to be. So he's mitigating the damage, going back into his AoE where he can cleanse, putting some heavy damage on E. E getting a little caught there, but he's got, let's see what he's got for cooldowns. He doesn't have much, so he's kind of waiting. Oh, here we go. Zion trying to get the pressure down. He's got the lower disadvantage in terrain, but he's actually making good use of it. He actually kited Zion into the traps, which is a great job by Zion. He's played this build quite a bit, so he kind of knows how it works and how other enemies attack him. So he knows where to place them and how to place them, which you can see right there, which is a great job. He knew he was going to pork down, and he did, and he got caught in all those traps. This is an exciting match. I think this is going to be the first one to come from the map mechanic. And as I mentioned in the map mechanic, after 2 minutes there is no healing, and there's an AoE effect that comes from both enemy spawns that completely engulfs the entire terrain and forces the competitors to the end of the bridge over here. Ooh, thank you so much for following, man. I really appreciate it. Who's that? Lily Evil, thank you so much. And one more follow and I will be doing a 3v3 tournament tonight, man. It's probably going to be between 9 and 10 p.m. if I get one more follow. 9 and 10 p.m. Maybe a little later because I'll have to give time for people to get ready. But 9 and 10 p.m. somewhere around there. Maybe 11 we'll be doing a 3v3 tourney if I get one more follow. Alright, so here we go. Zion versus E. We're going into the map mechanic. We've got 5 minutes left, and it's going to be a whole different dynamic when they go into the map mechanic. You got to make sure your heals are up. E doing a good job of making sure he's up. Zion making sure a good job. He's all the way topped up. He's got full cooldowns. This is a great position for Iron, but terrain-wise, E's got the advantage, I think. Oh, and we got our last follow that we needed to do the tournament, guys. So here we go, the real kitchen. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing the follows. We're going to be having a 3v3 right after. Maybe not right after this, but a couple hours after this 1v1, we're going to be doing a 3v3 tonight. Holy shit. I already got a couple tells from Anya and someone else who wanted to do a 3v3, so we're going to be doing it. The prize pool might be a little tight because I just wasted a bunch of gold and Mystic coins on this one, but we'll figure it out. E doing a good job. Zion doing a good job of controlling the terrain, putting pressure on E, putting his back to the poison cloud. We're having no choice but to engage. Doing a good job by E by reversing the entire situation, laying traps, forcing Zion out, but that was just too much pressure from Zion. Doing a great job. He's topped up the entire match, and that's the advantage with barrier after the cooldown timer. But this is good. This could be interesting. If E can still get oof. Downstate makes a big factor in this, especially when the poison cloud. If E could have made his pet revive him and get Zion down, maybe the AoE damage could have cleaved Zion down faster than E with his pet resin. Who knows? But that was definitely a good fight. Went all the way to the map mechanic, and for those of you who haven't seen the map mechanic, you have finally witnessed it there, and as you can see, it fully encroaches everything if it waits, so no matter what, there's going to be a victor. And those downstate battles can be super entertaining sometimes, man. Oh man, they get epic. The players are fight to complete exhaustion all the way in downstate. Literally, the guy reses with 2% left while the other guy is dead. Really, really entertaining fights. So here we go. Game 2, E versus Zion. I think this is the last round. Is it the last round in our first rounds? No, we have Lady Livid versus Animation after this, and then we'll be officially starting the quarterfinals. These gentlemen are just going to ready up when they are ready. Let's take another look at Zion's build here. He's a super strong player. He plays a lot of different builds, but wow, I love watching him play. And when he does unrank with me, it is almost a breeze. I'm just coasting from point to point, just doing my thing. Well, it's really fun to watch. I got 2 substitutes, so if anybody does drop out or if anything happens, I got these 2 subs to replace for us, so it shouldn't be a big issue if anybody does drop in the quarterfinals. I hope they don't, because they're all really good competitors and we're going to be seeing some really intense matches. I'm really excited for a couple of those guys. I'm really keeping my eye out to see who goes to the end here. And it's unfortunate, like I mentioned, that we lost Zion, but Maybe he'll come back when someone else leaves. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And here we go, starting the match. He kind of keep baiting him away. I'm sure he's got some traps laid out over there. No, he hasn't laid... Oh, there's somewhere. He's on the low ground, but he seems to be doing really well with that low ground terrain. He doesn't seem to be taking any damage. His transfer back to Zion is much better. He's not able to catch him in the trap. Zion baiting it pretty good. Trying to control it now, forcing him up onto the spawn point. I think this one's going to go down to the timer again. They're just kind of kiting around each other. Sorry guys, I'm just doing a couple whispers. And thanks again so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And all the follows. You guys are the fucking best. 3v3 tourney tonight. They're just kind of kiting back now. E poking a little bit. He's got no cooldowns. He's got a couple traps placed. Zion not taking any pressure. He probably adjusted after that match. It looks like he did. Seems like it. And as you can see, he's mitigating everything. It's kind of going back and forth right now. They're not doing anything. It's just going to wait until it comes down to the map mechanics. So it comes down to being patient. Who can survive and not use as many utilities until our cooldown, until our timer runs up. And who's ready and topped up. Obviously, like I mentioned, Zion does have the advantage considering he has a lot of barrier. But they're just going to play the kiting game, watching each other. Kind of just poking, keeping him honest. No, here he goes. 10 seconds left until the timer, guys. Zion trying to control the positioning. This is where you really want to be when the timer comes up. You want to be more towards the end, keeping the pressure down so you can drop the AoEs in the tunnel. And the guy doesn't have many places to go because it's such a small contained area. But here we go. Oof, doesn't look good for E. He wasn't topped up. Zion is sitting full health with barrier, putting the pressure on Zion, but he's able to bait him into the traps, keeping the pressure up. Zion's in some trouble right here. He's trying to keep the pressure up. Zion, I don't know what he's going to do here. He's got to back out a bit, just a bit. He's in a bad situation. There's a lot of AoE damage down coming from Zion, and that renegade skills, oh my goodness. But Zion mitigating it. Oof, a little too late. Zion doing a great job. I didn't expect him to go down in the first round because he's super strong, but E doing a great job of scaring him and making me wonder, is he going to get out in the first round? But no, he does actually move forward into the quarterfinals. So now our last match of the first round is going to be Lady Livid versus Animation. Let me just tell our competitors that they're up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. This is our 1v1 tourney. I hold these very often, at least every day or every other day. We got a 3v3 coming a little later. And if you have any suggestions or something you didn't like, let me know, man. I really appreciate it. Constructive criticism, please. Thank you. So here we go. Sponge Man Ice Cone. We're looking for... Where's our other guy here? Animations. And Lady Livid. This is animations. Yep. I saw them in here, that's for sure. Let me just see if I can find them. I know I have 2 substitutes. Okay, I'm going to grab one of my subs so we can keep this going. This guy doesn't seem to be here. I'm going to post one more in map chat to see if he comes, but I'm already getting my substitute to enter the arena. And thankfully this is just the first round, so it's not like it makes a huge difference. But this is Papa, and I've queued with him a long time ago, and I've played with him for at least maybe almost a year now. I've on and off that I've played with him like hardcore wise, I guess. But he took a little bit of a break. But he's really fun to watch. He's really, 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 really strong. I'm not sure. Yeah, Rev, he's usually pretty good. But here we go. Sponge Man is no slouch himself either. Oh, and animations, yeah, the animations is definitely good here. So we got Shokan going to the no port spot right away. He's knowing it very well, and Shokan is really good at using the terrain, putting the heavy damage, getting the better of the exchange here. Ooh, big burst, but he's not able to get it. Man Ice Cream Cone comes down, backs away from the damage, getting some big heavy pressure on Shadowkan, who's trying to kite right now. Let's take a look. Ooh, reverting back, getting him 2% and getting the down. Ooh, here we go. Let me just update the brackets real quick. That was Zion who took that one. You guys are going to run me ragged, but we're doing I got people whispering me left and right for 3v3. Sorry if my shoutcasting isn't the greatest, but I'm already stirring the pot, man. I'm making that fire grow. Here we go. 3v3 tonight, man. So Spongeman Ice Cone, here we go, versus Shao Kahn. And like I said, I'm new to streaming, guys, so bear with me. I don't know all the skills. I'm not the greatest at it, but I hope you're enjoying it somewhat. I don't have dual monitors, so it's hard for me to see the chat as well. Oh, what Hamulet is the rev using it? I think he changed halfway through, but I'll check it again. Let's look at Spongeman Ice Cone really quick. Sorry, guys, I just got a lot going on. Spongeman in the low ground, but he's got rifle. I like to see that. That's really good. A berserk rifle. Let's see how he does against Shokan. Let's go back to a berserk rifle. He was able to put pressure, but this doesn't look good. He's able to get him in the big CC. He's able to get the big block. Big stun. He's able to counter. A little slow on that dagger. He was a little slow. He would have been able to get that win because now he's dangerous. He's popped his glint heal. Now there's no damage he can do. He can mitigate everything and kind of cast when he wants to. I think Khan should have taken a little more advantage of that glint. Ooh, Sponge catching him really good with that shot. Really know now who's going to win. He can still win. He's still got vengeance. So this is still a no man's land. Shao Kahn knowing he's got vengeance, getting away. He's really low because that could have gone any way. He's really low. Will he get vengeance? No, and that's Shao Kahn that takes it. Oh goodness. Now we're entering our quarterfinals here, guys. Lady Livid is now going to be Papa. Damn it. I forgot who substituted for ADSPE. Give me a minute here, guys. Our next match is actually ADSP versus Space Pen. Who was it? An end, yes. I think it was an end. No, it wasn't an end. Lighter? Yeah, it was lighter, yes. Phew. Yeah, so here we go, back with the Core War and Space Pen. Space Pen is really fun to watch. He's one or two of my tourneys. He's really like a budding superstar for me. I really like to root for him, the underdog. He's really good, really shining in Firebrand right now. But right now he is playing Firebrand. Yes, he is playing Firebrand. He's got here Mender with Rune of the Traveler. He's got Honor of Virtues and Firebrand. And we go over to Lighter really quick. He's got Demolisher with Rune of Holbrack. Got Strength, Discipline, and Defense. We're gonna watch. Let's watch Space Pen for the first one to see how he does here. Now we've moved into the quarterfinals. Space Pen just biding his time, not going in too hard. Doesn't worry about terrain. Doesn't care about the high ground. Mitigating some of the damage there. Pulling him, not able to get him down. Standing the symbols, but not kiting into them. Big pull by Space Pen, not able to get any damage. Lighter doing a good job, just kind of evading it. Seems to be going through a lot of his bursts, but oof, here we go. Lighter at half health, but still he's a warrior, so he's got a lot of regen, a lot of sustain. He's just got to kind of kite, put up the pressure, get some big burst on Spaceman. As we mentioned, that's the great thing about a warrior. You take a second off him or get complacent for 2 seconds, and here he comes with the great sword in your face, and there goes a big, huge chunk. Spaceman trying to mitigate it, trying to kite him a little bit. He might be trying to go for the map mechanic here, but he's taking a lot of damage. He's at 3/4 health. He still has a lot of oof. My mistake, he just burned through a lot of them right there. But Lighter in the CC chain, removed. He can't get any pressure down. Lighter doing some, feeling pretty decent here. Kind of like similar shades of the last match he was in. Kiting back in longbow, pew-pewing, just kind of making them use cooldowns without using any of his. He's doing a really good job. This is really good warrior player to watch, I think. And here he goes. He's waiting for his chance to burst. Here he goes with the bull's charge. He misses it on Spacepan, and he's there you go. He was just waiting for his chance. He got him in the bull's charge. Spacepan tried to CC through it, and he opened him up, came with the whirlwind, and finished him off. That was round 1 to Lighter. He's really strong. Another one to watch in this tournament. Really, Lighter is going to be a difficult one. Our next match after this series is going to be Crazy versus Player. These are both really good fighters. Player was Nicholas, the guy with the interesting core build that I was really enjoying to watch. And Crazy is another strong player as well. The next match is going to be PH Magic Boy versus Goof. Then Zion versus our other replacement, Papa. So here we go into game 2. Let's see if Spacepen made any changes. I think he was running with the Traveler as well, so I don't think he's made any changes here. Still looks exactly the same to me. Oh, reminder guys, there's a 3v3 tonight, man, so if you have a 3v3 partners, or if you want to sign up as a free agent, I'm taking both because I'm just going to compile the free agents and make teams. I'm hoping on such short notice I can get at least 8 teams. If I can get 8 teams, that would be incredible. It would be some fun to watch. So if you have a team, or if you know of a team, or if you want to shout out to someone and say, yo, there's a 3v3 going down, let them know, man. I need some players. Oof, here we go with Spacepen fighting Lighter. Mitigating both, good damage on both sides, mitigating damage. You see their health not going down really far. They're just kind of kiting each other, but good evades coming out, good ports. Spaceman just trying to auto a little bit right now, which is a good idea, but he's in his tomb. He's already gone through tomb 1. Let's take a look at Lighter here. He's still sitting pretty. Just pew-pewing in longbow, waiting for that. Breaks right into the whirlwind, and that's what I mean with the warriors trying to hide a lot of your moves. Because he had no idea he was in Great Sword, he switched right in quick and right to Whirlwind. And Whirlwind is one of the go-to moves for Warrior. That's what puts down to the heavy damage, and he's able to hide it in the longbow almost. He's got a full arcing slice ready to go. Spaceman's got to be a little careful, but there's still a full health. Lighter's getting really pressured. He's in a really bad spot right now. Spaceman putting up the pressure. Oh my god, and Lighter's running away. He's got no choice. Pulls up the rampage. Is Spaceman ready for the rampage? Let's take a look here. He doesn't look too good. He's got some health. Lighter putting up the pressure. That's a good offense, is good defense sometimes. But he's got nothing left. Spaceman gets him in the big pull. Can this be the end for Lighter? Can he tie it up 1-1? Here he goes, keeping it up. Come on, Spaceman, my underdog buddy. Oh, he's getting so close. But this is the thing with Warrior. Even at a low health, they can be so dangerous. It just takes one mistake, one little lack of complacency, or a little bit of complacency, and he can turn the tide easily. Next thing you know, you're at a quarter health, and he's already back at half like it is right now. But Spaceman doing a good job of staying away, not getting too excited and coming after him and falling into that trap. Because I'm sure Lighter has a couple cooldowns. Yeah, that he's got both shards ready to start his combo off. And the Lighter staying away. We got 2 seconds left. Oh, this is a good situation for Spacepen right now. Let's see how he's doing on cooldowns. He's got quite a few cooldowns. Lighter's at half. It's a big. He's got no more regen. He can get the poison down. Oof. He's got the 6 Condi bleeds and the Spacepen not in a good spot right now. He's got to keep the pressure up. He's got his blind, the shield. He could use that as a burst damage. Oof. It doesn't look good. Lighter is able to take down Spacepen. Looks like Space is out of our tourney for now. And that's Lighter who takes it. 2-0 series. Next up is Crazy versus Player. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. Doing things like this and having the viewers that I have right now, being so short into the streaming game, really makes me like want to do it more and more and more. And if you like the content, you're just gonna see more and more and more. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Fucking appreciate it. I'm gonna take a quick moment to shamelessly promote map chat. I'm sure they won't start their match just yet. Give me a minute. Thank you so much for subscribing, man. I really appreciate that. That was my man, Poco Cueda. Thank you so much, man. You're the best. Woo woo. Thank you for the follow, man. We're having a 3v3 tonight. I got enough followers. I had a little competition. Who, if you can get this many follows, then I'll do it. And I'm doing it. It's late. It's going to be crazy, but I'm doing it. I'm going back to the tourney. Oh no. Whew, I got a little lost. Thank you so much, guys. Really, really cool of you. Thank you again. I'm new to shoutcasting. If there's any suggestions or something that you liked or didn't like, let me know. Click that follow, man. Thank you so much. Any suggestions would be appreciated. So we got Simply Flowers keeping up the pressure. Like I said, he was running that funny build, and his versus over here was Crazy, and Crazy did a good job of bursting. He's a very high burst. Let's take a look. I didn't even take a look at his build before. What's his am? He's running Marauder. He's got Ruinous Strength. He's running Weaver with Arcane and Air. So he's trying to keep that damage up, but he's got to mitigate. Simply's got a lot of sustain. So it's going to be hard for A to get this down. It's going to be a battle of attrition, and I think Simply's just going to win this. He's going to dwindle him down slowly, avoid a lot of his damage, and just power heal through a lot of it. He's running Zeal, Honor, and Valor. He's running Mender with Sanctuary. This is not a good matchup for A. He's got to try to use the terrain to his advantage. Get Nick to use a couple of his cooldowns and then come in with that heavy burst. He's still got Renewed Focus up, so his oh shit hand button is ready to go. He's in no harm of any danger right now or harm. So here we back into it. He's trying to get the burst down, but Nick is easily avoiding it, keeping the pressure. He's down to 16%. Doesn't look good for Nick. He's almost, he's almost frustrated at this point. He can't land any big damage. Usually on a build like this, you'll see them pop right down to a quarter health. But Nick, ooh, this is the first time he actually got that pop that I was speaking of. Down to half health. He's trying to regain. Big heal back up. He's right back to health. 2% for A. He's got a burning on him. No condies now. Oh, there he goes to finish. That's first game to Nick. He's moving on to a semi. Oh, no, not yet. That's game 1, actually. Crazy still has the opportunity to adjust his build, and that's the great thing about a best of 3. You have the opportunity to adjust your build. Like I said, though, the rules are the 3 specs that you've chosen you cannot change, although you can change the traits inside those specs. Anything else goes. You can use any class, any amulet. You can change your amulets, change your weapons, sigils, runes, utilities, anything. You can do all of that. The only thing you can't is your class and your 3 specs. So here we go, game 2, guys. I think the next match after this is going to be PH Magic Boy versus Goof, which is going to be good. I think it's Hollow versus Hollow, potentially. I think Goof is running Hollow. Let me just tell the contestants. Like I said, the first round was always a little stumbly because you're trying to make sure that everybody in the roster was there, and then some people didn't show. So I had a couple subs ready to go really quick. But now that we're in the quarterfinals and getting to the semis, they should be really quickly entering, and everything should be going really smooth. Here we go, game 2. Let's see if Nick can continue with his onslaught on A. He's using the port spot, which is a good idea, especially against Nick. Trying to keep the damage up, giving him no choice but to come to him and eat all that damage. But he hasn't used one single cooldown. Look at that. Good job by Nicholas by staying calm, not bursting through a lot of his cooldowns, just understanding what the player is doing and knowing that he's not in too much danger. A using the port spot really good, getting the symbol down from his scepter. A standing in the scepter. The scepter does a lot of damage. And he took a lot of it right there. As you can see, he's sitting at 49% health. He doesn't have too much in the way of regeneration, so he's kind of wherever he... Oh, and that's what he was looking for. Setting Nick up and catching him, but he got him by surprise there, and that's the danger with this build. It's really, really sneaky. And if you're good at it, you can combo it well and do exactly that. Because you saw in the first round, it wasn't that case. And he gets his little window of opportunity, and pow, there it goes. So this series is tied up 1-1. Now things get interesting. Pressure is on both contestants. Oh, sorry guys, here we go. The match has already started. He's already engaged. That's Simply Flowers sitting back. He's going to be a little more cautious this time. Like I said, it's a 1-1 series, and he doesn't want to get caught like he did before. Oof, putting the big damage, but maybe giving him that little space and respect has caused the exact opposite of what he wanted. Now he's in the downturn. It made him a little more scared. He's a little more cautious. It's like the cat who got bit there. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but you know what I mean. Here we go. Simply putting up the damage. This is really close. This is big danger for Nick, though. And he's using his oh shit button. He's able to manage to get it off. But that's big danger when you're sitting at a quarter health against burst Ellie like that. Anything, even a little gust of wind coming from the Ellie will finish it. This is a good spot for Nick now. He's at full health. He's got a little low on cooldowns. And Ellie is really low, though. He's doing a great job of mitigating that damage. I don't know how he does it at low health like that. He just seems untouchable. He's kiting and mitigating again, using everything in his arsenal. But Nick keeping the pressure up really well. He's not letting him maintain, not letting him regain any health. Can Nick do it, though? He's really low on cooldowns. He might be overextending himself just a little bit. Oh, and good job by A. He's getting to the no port spot. Nicholas has no choice but to go all the way around the kite spot. But he sees it that time. He's like, no, I'm not walking through all that damage this time to get to you. I'm going to find a different route. He actually waited for A to get down. This looks really good for Nick, but can he finish? That's the key without him getting up. Oh, and Nick finishes the match. Great job. So Nick moves on to the semifinals. Our next match is going to be Goof Guthrie versus PH Magic Boy. Player, good job, Nicholas. I think it was a 2-1 series. Sorry, I gotta adjust that. Guthrie the Great versus Master Rito. I don't believe it's Master Rito. Yes, it's Chuck Thopbuster. There we go. Perfect. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Let's take a look at Chuck's build really quick. He's running demo with leadership, and he's got a rifle with energy and agility. We're running alchemy tools and Hollowsmith, classic. And we got Guthrie over here running a very similar build, except are they both running leadership? No, he's got leadership and he's got the fighter. Thank you so much for the follow, man. I really appreciate that. Snathan676, thanks, man. Fucking great. Really, thank you so much. Here's Chuck Thoughtbuster doing a good job of mitigating, but PH Magic Boy putting on some heavy pressure onto Guthrie the Great. I don't know what Guthrie's going to do. He uses Elixir S. He's got his heal combo ready. Here Guthrie comes back. Chuck Thoughtbuster is a very strong hollow. If Guthrie can get the win, can say a lot for Guthrie. And oof. He's already in the rampage. He gets lucky with the rampage on the elixir. Oh, Guthrie surviving it, using his leap on his elixir to get away, but he gets stuck in the shockwave. Duckbuster, oh, and he's able to finish him after that. He's got nothing after he uses the stun break from the shockwave, and Shockbuster closing it out. That's game one. Our next match after this series is Zine versus Papa. Zine versus Papa after this match. And keep in mind, guys, around 10, 11 p.m. we're going to be having a 3v3 tourney. I'm going to do everything in my power to have a 3v3 tourney. I'm doing it. I want at least 6 to 8 teams. It'll make it kind of interesting and something to watch. If I can get more, even better. If I get more, it'll make the logistics of getting everybody into the match for the first couple rounds a little difficult, but I've done it before and I can do it again. So here we go, Thoughtbuster versus Guthrie. Did Guthrie make any changes? It doesn't seem like he made any changes. Still running the same. Let's take a look at Chuck. Alchemy Tools, Hollow Smith. Thank you so much for the follow, man. I really fucking appreciate that. Woo, Attila. Thank you. Hopefully you're not done, but thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. So here we go, Chuck Thoughtbuster versus Guthrie the Great. He's doing a good job just staying away. They're both kind of feeling each other out. He misses on the blunderbuss. He gets him with the shockwave. Good job by Guthrie. He's able to get the CC. Pressure on Magic Boy. He's running away, but he's able to sustain with the heal. But now he's out of cooldowns and he's really low. Can Guthrie take advantage of the situation? Looks like he is. He misses it. He's got his Elixir S. This is it for Magic Boy. Guthrie's just got to finish, and he's got the Rampage on the Elixir. Here we go. He's just got to finish. Magic Boy's got nothing left. His healer's coming up so soon. There he goes. Perfect. Burns through all his cooldowns. Magic Boy goes down. Guthrie the Great making some big adjustments in that fight, coming in with the heavy pressure, getting some good. You know, when you're good, you get lucky, and he got some good lucky shockwave because Magic Boy is not one to get hit by a shockwave usually. He's very, very attentive. But 1-1 now. The baby gloves are off. These boys are coming in, no holds barred. I think this is going to be a really, really, really good fight. Quarterfinals here, ladies and gentlemen. Guthrie the Great versus PH Magic Boy. That was a really entertaining, really well done by Guthrie. Noticing that the CC, he was using a lot of his combos. As soon as he popped his heal, he came in with the heavy pressure. As soon as the Elixir S was up, he popped the Rampage, came out of Elixir, and just kept the pressure up. Because the Hollow can reset so much, and he's got so much sustain. He just pressure. Really, really, really good by Guthrie. Impressive play. But PH Magic Boy is no jump or pushover. He's going to be coming for Guthrie really hard. I'm sure they're both nervous. Legs shaking with adrenaline. Chuck on the no port spot, falling down. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. Big pressure. Avoids the shock wave. Putting pressure up, and he's got the shield wave up. The holographic, the photon wall. Oh, Elixir S kind of premature in my opinion. Thoughtbuster getting some heavy pressure on Guthrie. Let's see what Guthrie's got for in the way of cooldowns here. He doesn't have much, and Chuck, oh, he's able to turn it around on PH. PH trying to run from Guthrie, and he gets the down on Magic Boy. Oh my goodness. Guthrie the Great takes it in the quarterfinals over Magic Boy. Oof. Upset. This was an upset, but Guthrie the Great shining. Here we go. Who's the better Hollowsmith? This is not to say he's a better Hollowsmith, but this round today, Guthrie's the better Hollowsmith today. Good job, Guthrie the Great. Our next match is going to be Zine versus Papa. Let me just whisper the contestants. Take this time to say thank you so much for watching, guys. You guys are fucking awesome. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching, guys. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm new to this, so if there's any suggestions, hit me up. Let me know what's going on. And also, we have a surprise 3v3 coming today. Everybody, I made a little petition, said if you get these follows, then I'll do a 3v3. Everybody followed, and we did the 3v3. So I'm going to do everything in my power to get it going. I got a couple big names already interested. I just got to figure out some prize pool and some donations here, as I'm wasting all of it over here today in the 1v1. Tomorrow's another day, but today's the 3v3 right after this around 10 to 11 p.m. So if you got a team, guys, get them together. Or if you want to sign up as a free agent, just whisper me. I'll put your name down, free agent. I'll bundle you up with the other free agents, and there you go. You got a team. So here we go. Game 1. Show up. Oh, and he's running the Renegade versus the actual Revenant, or your meta build, if you will, per se. But Shadow Khan, they're both really good. Papa's a really good Revenant. Zion's really good as well, but he's running Renegade, which is a little more off, but he knows how to play it. It's kind of custom to him. And when you know the build a little better and it plays more to your style, you kind of perform better, in my opinion. Shadow Khan getting the better of the exchanges in this. Zion trying to back away a bit to try to get some resustain and get some cooldowns back. But it is a Revenant, so he's got a lot in his little toolkit. Toolkit. Shadow Khan, getting him. No, he's actually missing him with the big. I forgot what that's called, but the chains. He's missing him with the chains. Zion taking big damage. Khan showing him what the real Revenant meta can do. But Khan mitigating a lot of that damage. He's able to sustain. Khan not sure what he can do against it. Zion still powering through it. He's choosing to stay in the exchange, even though he's not getting the better of them. He's getting really lucky with these chains, and if Khan lands one of them, he's going to be in big trouble. But Zion not caring at all. The 0 fucks were given this day. He just keeps going right back at him, and it looks like the momentum is starting to shift. Khan has gone through a lot of his cooldowns. He's trying to regain them. He's backing up a bit. Khan trying to keep the pressure. We got 30 seconds left in the map mechanic. And maybe he's waiting for that. I'm not sure. His glint heal is not up. 20 seconds in the heal. I think this favors Zion because he's got the barrier, a lot of barrier, and he's got the huge amount of AoE. So once it gets down to that little area, I think it's going to be Zion taking this victory. But there's also 10 seconds left. He's got his glint heal. He's got to use it. He's only got 5 seconds because you can only take the heal from damage. But now after the timer, the damage won't heal. This is a good positioning for Zion. Khan's got to get some big bursts right now. If he doesn't, it's really not a good spot for him. He's running back. I don't know if he realizes the AoE's there, and he gets caught in it, and he's dead. So Papa's down. Zion takes game 1. Ooh, Zion looks like a very strong competitor. I don't know. Ooh, Lord, this is going to be interesting. For Orichana, I'm hosting the tournament. It is my guild. Well, not my guild, but it is the guild that I'm in. So technically they're sponsoring it. That's why I put it there, because I like to big up my guild and I want them to be known. So when I stream, people see AL, like, yeah, AL. We're not we have a lot of top, I think we did a count yesterday, 7 top 25 or 6 top 25 players in our guild, but we take a lot of new people, so people see the new people and they say, oh, AL's no good. But we don't mind, you know. Take the new guys, we train them, we teach them with open arms, and they get better. And eventually, I say in a couple months from now, AL is going to be a pretty strong guild. It's been doing really well, exponentially, just being going up and up and up and up. Alright, here we go into game 2. Shadow Khan already going down to 0.5%. Again, he can't hit that chains. He's tried 3 or 4 times now, and Khan has easily evaded them. This is the dominance. This is like I said, Zion is a dominant player. And he plays multiple classes. I don't even know if Renegade is his actual main, but I doubt it. And he's dominating in this tournament right now with it. And this is the exact man that I made it this early for. And he wanted to enter, so he's entering and he's making sure it counts. Khan almost seems like he's frustrated. He doesn't know what to do. He's waiting for cooldowns. He's kind of at a loss here. Zion kind of waiting for him. They are engaging once again, toe to toe. Khan's putting all the pressure he can, but Zion eating up all the damage and saying, is that all you got? Come on, man. Missing again with the big wings. I call it the big wings. I don't know the name of it. If you guys know the name of the Revenant's wing knockdown and the chains move, please type it in the chat so I can say those names instead of chains and wings. Here we go. Shadow Khan taking big damage, trying to again missing with the chains again. Khan, he's got to set those up a little better. I think he's getting a little more nervous that he's not be able to put in any damage, so he's just trying to get something started. So he's just throwing it out there without thinking too much. He's got to set it up. Zion is he's not a gold or platinum 1 player. He's really top tier. You got to really set it up. You can't be so obvious. And as you can see in this situation, I don't think he's hit him with one of the wings or one of the chains at all whatsoever. It's getting 15 seconds. Khan trying to hold the dominant position over here. Shackling Wave. Thank you so much, Mango Plays. Shackling Wave is the one I was looking for chains. So here we go into the timer. Khan going in deep, but this is the situation where Zion wants to be. A small area, a lot of AoE he can put down, he can dominate, he's got so much barrier. Oof, I think Zion's going to be my favorite for winning this tournament today, ladies and gentlemen. But he's still got some good competition coming up against him. Khan, he's completely frustrated. You can see it. He doesn't know what to do. Maybe he can catch Zion off guard. He's trying really hard. There's no healing. The barrier's up. Zion is really low. This is his moment of opportunity. Come on, Khan. I know you can do it, man. Don't give up just yet. He almost misses with a shackling wave. He almost got him. Zion with the barrier again, but just too much pressure. Doesn't look good. He's able to get him the knockdown. He's running into the AoE, but he's getting the position. If he can push him back, he tries with the wings, but he doesn't hit it. So that Zion moves over into our semifinals. Oh, I gotta update the brackets. That was actually Goof who won that, and that's Zion who won that. So now we're into our semifinals. It's actually going to be lighter versus player. These are two really good. There was the core guard versus that core warrior. That's who it was. Let me just get my competitors in here, guys. Give me a minute. Yeah. So we got Simply Flowers. I'm just looking for lighter. He should be in here. Yeah, there he is, the lighter. Thanks so much. Let's take a look over here at the lighter. Demolisher with Rune of Strength. He's really strong, really strong. He's been entering my tourneys recently. The last 3 or 4 he's been in them consistently. Always a good showing. Very strong. Simply Nicholas is a veteran of my tournaments. He's been in a lot of them. He always comes in with these unique builds I love to watch. And here we're going to get to see it once more with his Valor, Zeal, and Honor build. He's running Scepter Torch with Sword Shield, excuse me. As well, we do betting inside the map chat. If you guys are interested in it, just join the channel, the map. If you can see it right here, it's 1v1 Tourney Twitch Michael, sponsored by AL. The password is lowercase AL. There are some people betting in there, so if you want to bet, you can go ahead and bet gold, and you get the gold right away in game, as opposed to in Twitch with whatever it is that they bet with. I'm new and I don't know, so this is how I do it. Just say Glint Elite. Get out. Thank you so much, Mango Plays. You're my go-to man for names that I need. So it's the Glint Elite and Shackling Wave. So the Glint Elite, but most people just call it Glint Elite. It's chaotic release. Chaotic release. Lighter getting him in the CC. Nick down on the bottom position. Not in a great terrain, but he does have a port, which he does use to get right back up and keep the pressure up. But it's hard for a core warrior to fight a warrior, in my opinion. But Nick is running a particularly different build, so maybe it will counter differently. Here we go. He's trying to sustain. He's not able to keep the pressure up on Lighter right now. Lighter keeping heavy damage up, and that's the thing with the core guardian. He just doesn't have enough CC, I guess. It's just I find the warriors hit really hard, and they're able to combo off the symbols and just use their full counter right away whenever they pretty much please. So it kind of puts you at a disadvantage, and they have big damage and able to CC you. Nick doing a good job. Lighter's really low now. He's starting to dwindle him down, and that's what it is with a warrior. It's kind of just whittling at that stick. He rampages on Nick. This Nick has his renewed focus still, so he's still sitting pretty good. He is not getting too nervous. You see, he's being patient. He's waiting, and look at that. Great patience by Nick, not getting too squirrely and immediately hitting it. But oh, that was a little odd, but he's able to get the down. I guess he was trying to bait him with the renewed focus, so he thought he would have some time to do whatever he needed, but as soon as he used the renewed, I guess the Lighter saw it, and especially at these higher tier classes where you're using really skilled players, even when he sees that renewed focus animation, that may cause his thought process to change. So maybe that's what Nick was doing, baiting the renewed focus and then coming in hard with the damage. But that was a good job by Nicholas moving forward into the first game. He gets 1-0 in this series. Our next match after this series, hey, what was this? our next match after this series is going to be Goof versus Zine. This is going to be interesting. Maybe Goof is going to have enough CC pressure and direct damage to get Zine down, but it's going to be tough. I think this might be Nicholas versus the Renegade. I'm excited. I hope that's what it turns out to be. That's going to be a really interesting. Only I say that really interesting because when I do these tourneys, I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, what are your rules?" And I tell them the rules are like, "Oh my God, that's so stupid. This class is always going to win. They win every single tourney, no matter what." You know what I mean? We've seen a lot of these classes. We've seen a lot of these players, and look at what we might have as a potential final. Simply on his really Mender Core Guard Zeal, and then we got Renegade Zine. You know, this is what I'm talking about. You never know what happens, especially with map mechanics involved. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Here we go. Game 2, Simply Flowers versus the Lighter. He's on the no kite spot. Here we go. Simply trying to get some damage down on him, but the Lighter doing a good job of staying up on that no kite spot. The no port spot. He's mitigating the damage, trying to get some distance. Nick putting a great job with the symbols, keeping the pressure up. But as I mentioned before, ooh, big CC breaks right out of it. This is kind of like a dwindling game. He's just got to kind of slowly chip away without dying himself. Nick's doing a good job, just kind of waiting for him. Keeping the pressure up on the Lighter. Let's watch Nicholas just for a bit here, actually. He's doing okay in cooldowns. He's always got his renewed focus. Nick is very patient. He's experienced in core guard. As we saw in the last match, he was getting bursted. Even the Lighter was in Rampage, and he still did not use his renewed focus. He knew he had a lot of cooldowns. He had his evades. He knew what his utilities were, and he was patient. He goes into Rampage. No, did he Rampage? I don't believe he did. Yes, he did Rampage, but it seemed like it was a wasted Rampage. Here the Lighter getting low now. Nick doing a good job of dwindling down like I mentioned. Now the Lighter during the first match was a little more aggressive and was able to get the damage down, but after losing it, I guess he's a little more nervous and respects Nick a little more. Able to get the big CC chain, getting him, oof, putting the big damage, but Nick mitigating a lot of it, burning a couple of cooldowns, which might give him the advantage in a couple seconds here, but we'll see if the Lighter can take advantage of that. He's got to put the pressure on now, especially noticing that he put the damage and Nick was back to health. He knows he used some big cooldowns to get back to health, but he's not able to keep the pressure. We've got 15 seconds left in the timer. This is where it's going to be a huge difference. I don't think Nick is going to have as much of an advantage as opposed to the Lighter, but the Lighter is really low and there's only 10 seconds. Nick is keeping the pressure up. This is a great strategy by Nick. Keep the pressure up on him, stay health topped up, and there's only 1 second. He's at 40%. Nick's got to use his contemplation. He didn't use it, unfortunately. That would have topped him way up. He's got the high ground here in really good position, getting some free licks up on the Lighter, which is a bad situation for Lighter, but he can still get the big damage on him. Oh, and Simply Flowers takes it. Oh my goodness. So that's Nicholas, who moves on to the finals. Beautiful play by Nicholas. Now we have Goof versus Zine. If Zine wins this one, we're going to have the matchup that I thought we would have, which would be very, very, very interesting. But either way, if Goof wins, it's still going to be a really good fight. Goof is a very strong holo. As you just saw in his last round, he had to, in order to get to the semifinals, Goof Guthrie had to beat PH Magic Boy, and he did in stunning fashion. And now to get to the finals, he's got to go through Zine. What a gauntlet for Goof Guthrie. But if he manages this, ooh lord, anybody watching this is going to have no doubt in Goof Guthrie's skills as a holosmith. Very, very, very strong. Alright, regardless, beating PH Magic Boy in a 3 series is a really good feat. So kudos to you, Goof Guthrie. So here we go. Let's take a quick look at Goof Guthrie. Tools, Alchemy, Holosmith. We saw him the last time. Leadership, Demolisher, Amulet, and Predator. And let's take a look at Zine. Hold on, Zine. I didn't tell him to enter. Let's take it line, and no offense to, like I said, to Goof, I really wanted Zine to win. He's just the underdog with the funny Renegade. He's really good. Let's go. Either way, I'm kind of torn, guys. I'm kind of torn. Goof, I love you. I always on rank with him. He's really fun, but I want you to win. But same with Renegade. I'm just rocking a hard place. Rocking a hard place. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh, if you liked it, hit that follow button. I'd really appreciate it. You're the best. We also have a 3v3 going on tonight. Get ready for that. If you got a team or you know anyone who wants to join, send out your fingers, man. Like, spread them out. Shout out, shout out. 3v3 going on. As soon as I'm done this, I'm going to start promoting like a madman, seeing who I can pick up. I know I got 2 or 3 teams, I think, they're already in the works. They whispered me saying, oh yeah, when is it? What are the rules? So I'm already got a little bit of biting going. Here we go. Guthrie starting it. Coming in hard with the pressure, trying with the shockwave, missing it on Zine. Zine is really, really good at evading. He's a master evader. Watching him work is really fun. Let's watch some Zine a little bit here, then we'll go to Goofy for the next match. I'm not too familiar with Revenant skills, so, and like I mentioned, I'm new to streaming and casting, so I'm doing the best I can. I hope you guys enjoy it. Here we go. Zine backing off a bit. Guthrie doing a good job of taking the advantage on the high spot, getting some free shots, get him in the overcharge shot. He's got him down. He doesn't land the 5 on the rifle, but he's able to keep the pressure up on Zine. I think this is the first person who's actually made Zine really start to really work. Actually, Khan did a pretty good job as well. But it looks like he's sticking to his old tactics. Zine doing a really good job of mitigating, trying to keep the pressure, but this one's probably going to go to the timer once again. Big overcharge shot again, once again, by Guthrie. Let's take a quick look at Guthrie. He goes back into his hollow form. He doesn't look for, looks for the shockwave. He's able to get the CC down, but he breaks down really quick on Zine. He's going to the no port spot. He misses with his overcharge shot. He's not able to get it. The jump shot is what it's called for the F5, for the 5 skill. Guthrie gone through a little bit of cooldown. He's still got his oh shit button for his Elixir S. He misses on the shockwave again. Zine just, what a monster. It must be frustrating. I would not want to duel Zine. It must be frustrating. He's at no lower than 3/4 health so far. And if it goes into the timer, he's had the advantage so far with the big AoE damage and the ability to have so much barrier. He misses again. Zine getting back away from the shockwave again. Guthrie trying with a jump shot. Even though he lands it, it's not even a big chunk, so it's not even enough pressure to make Zine back off a bit. He turns back with a big block and pushback. Guthrie trying to run for the high ground, or the better positioning, if you will, on this map. Zine but this is it. You know, you want to get to that positioning because of the AoE and push your opponents back to the cloud, but at the same time, Zine has so much AoE damage. This is actually looking really good for, oh, unfortunately, he didn't get the Berserker, which would have been great. Zine getting really low. Guthrie doing some heavy pressure. This could be any man's fight right now. Guthrie's got to put the pressure down. He gets Zine down in hollow mode. F5, shockwave down. Zine is down. I think this is the first match that Zine has lost in this tournament so far. Goof Guthrie, wow. Oh my goodness, good job. Taking full advantage of the map mechanic, putting the damage down. Just too much pressure coming onto Zine. The barrier was there, but he just ate through it like it was his morning breakfast, man. That did not even faze Guthrie at all. That was impressive. Guthrie takes game 1, but I assure you, Zine is going to be ready for this one. He's got the pressure on his back. Zine is a very, very talented player. I'm sure he's going to make some slight adjustments, but we'll see what happens. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, man. You guys are the best. As always, if you have any suggestions, I'm new to shoutcasting, so there's a suggestion box, or whisper me in game. If there's something you'd like to see in the future, any tournament, anything like that, just let me know. Give me a shout. Here we go, game 2, guys. Thank you so much for that, man. I really appreciate it. You're the best. Yeah. Thanks for following me, bro. You're the best. I fucking appreciate it. Woo woo. Here goes the shockwave down on Zine. He's trying to get that. What is that called again? Overcharge shot? Nah, damn it. Go back to hollow, Guthrie. And he's trying to keep the pressure up. Zine doing a good job. I think Guthrie's best tactic is actually to wait for the map mechanic. And if he can survive to that, I think he can. As long as he doesn't get too gutsy. Standing in a little bit of the AoE, trying to keep the pressure up on him. Here we go. That's a photon blitz. That's what it's called. Uses a photon wall, a little preemptive, I think. This is more of just going to be more like cat and mouse, waiting, not trying to burn through too many cooldowns, trying to sustain. He's getting a little low here. He might get caught. Oof. He has to forces himself into using the Elixir S because he's got to get away from that. That was pretty dangerous. He's got the heal combo though ready, and it's only a 20-second cooldown like I mentioned. Hollows reset fast, so here he goes again, back at full health. He's got Shockwave ready, Hollow Leap into him, Corona Burst is ready. And he's got his Photon Blitz. Zine is still in no pressure. He's just got to kind of wait it out. Guthrie doing a good job of just exchanging blows and waiting time, biding time. It's hopefully it's going to be another nail biter. This is our semifinals. This has probably been one of my favorite matches, the first round in this series. Guthrie getting the Rampage. I'm not sure why he used it just yet, but probably would have been a little more viable near the end when there was no more healing. He gets him in the big CC stun. And again, Zine getting back up. Any damage you can do around the 10 to 5 second mark is really good because they're in CC chain, you're taking the damage, and they're not able to heal afterwards when they get up because the timer is up. Here we go, 5 seconds left in the mechanic. Guthrie at full health, same with Zine. Now this is where things get interesting. Zine trying to get the CC, getting the slow on him. He can't get away. He misses with the Shockwave. He tries to get him with the Photon Blitz, misses again. He gets a little bit of damage out. Hollow leaps into him. Zine trying to keep the pressure up. He's got the AoE, but Guthrie is still in the map mechanic. He's still got a lot of time before the poison comes up, so he's just able to take some pot shots over here. He Elixir S's. Yeah, I thought he was going to push. Yeah, he does end up pushing through the AoE. Tries to get through another Shockwave, but he doesn't get it. Photon Blitz coming. He's still got his heal, but he cannot use it. Zine looks like he's in the better positioning. He's got a lot of barrier, 0.5% of his health, but don't forget, he does have a lot of damage that Zine can pop out. He just popped his quickness. He's trying to do everything he can. Last ditch effort. He gets him the Shockwave and he gets him down. It's going to be a downstate fight. I think it might be. No, he's just trying to cleave as much as he can before he goes down. And this is where it also becomes into big criticality here. Positioning. Because now Zine is in the position of the smoke. Guthrie the Great takes out Zine to move into the finals. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been, what a turn of events here. This has been a very exciting tourney. Alright, so that's Goof Guthrie that moves forward. I think Zine won one, I believe. So here's our finals. It's going to be Player versus Goof Guthrie. Good job, Goof Guthrie. Really entertaining, and he did exactly what he needed to. Waited to the finals, popped his quickness right at, like, he literally had like 2k health left. He's like, fuck it, balls to the walls, I'm doing everything I can. Pops his quickness, gets him in the Shockwave, just piles on the Photon Blitz, and that's it. Game, set, match. So let's take a quick look at Guthrie here. He's still running his leadership with Demo Waller, Amulet, excuse me, Tools, Alchemy, and Hollowsmith. Let's take it, my man Nicholas over here. Valor, Zeal, and Honor. Equipment, he's running with Runa Sanctuary Amulet, with Scepter Torch, and Sword Shield. I run with both of these guys in Unranked a lot, and they're both really fun, super nice dudes, great to have around. So either way, whoever wins, congratulations, man. You guys are in the finals no matter what. You're both getting something. There's 100 gold and 125 mystic coins to get out. I haven't done the split yet, but I'll figure it out. You'll both be content in the end, I'm sure. Here we go. Guthrie the Great taking some big damage. Nick has always got that good sustain. He's able to keep the damage down on him. My game's going a little funky. Hopefully you guys can still see the stream. Let me just check that really quick. Sorry, guys. Yes, perfect. Okay, back to the match, guys. Sorry about that delay. Nicholas is sitting back. Guthrie taking some damage. He's doing a lot. He's doing pretty good here. This is what I expected. Very tight, trading blows, sitting around the same. They've got about the same amount of cooldowns. Guthrie's coming back from his, getting some big shockwave, but Nick breaks right through it and is able to counter pressure right after. That's a nice move by a lot of high skill players. When he sees he gets the CC, he comes and waits and baits for the enemy to come closer to him, and then he breaks the stun and opens up with his own CC chain, giving him the ability to land something that he typically wouldn't land because it's so obvious. Trying with the Photon Blitz again, just to try to get any pressure down on Nick. We got about 35 seconds left in this mechanic, and I'm not sure who this is going to go to, but Guthrie is sitting really low right now. He's at 25%. He misses the shockwave again. Nick is trying to keep the pressure up, porting to him with the sword too, keeping pressure more. Let's take a look at Guthrie here. He's just reset right there with the big heel. Thankfully, at 20 seconds left, he's trying to pot shot Nick. Nick doesn't have much in the way of evasion. He's standing in this area, but he's able to keep the pressure up and get Nick back down to 25%, or Guthrie back down to 25%. Misses the shockwave. Nick cleverly dodges right out of it. That's another issue with being hollow and having that shockwave animation so obvious. Very easy to dodge, especially from a distance. Nick with the shield up, he wasn't able to get the burst on it either. But now Guthrie able to turn it around and quick pressure mounts the offense after the timer where Nick can't heal and he gets the down. Guthrie the Great, he is fighting tooth and nail every match to get to the finals. He's here. Now can he finish his climb to the top of this fucking mountain? Guthrie the Great, the unsung hero, coming out of the woodwork, showing the people what he's made of. Goodness gracious. But here we have at the same time Simply Nicholas is no slouch, and he's running this beautiful custom build that I really enjoy watching. Both contenders, awesome to have you here. Thank you so much for participating. You're making this a very exciting 1v1 tournament.
I'm pretty sure Nicholas like wasted his renewed focus and canceled it out.
Yeah,
Also,
that's a shame. A big, big shame. Here we go, game 2, guys. Will Guthrie the Great take it? Oh, I forgot to mention. I didn't mention it at first. But okay, so I'll just leave it at best of 3. So it's a best of 3 series. I didn't mention, but usually I'll do best of 5. But the first match already went through, so I won't change it now. It's best of 3 series. But usually every tournament I do, the last match is best of 5 series. But this one is going to be best of 3 because I did not mention it. Here we go. Guthrie the Great starting with some heavy pressure. Nick mitigating a lot of it. Gets him with the overcharge, but he's not able to get it because of the positioning of the terrain. Big more damage. Big more damage. Down onto Nick. He's able to get away from it and heal through it. He's still got a lot of cooldowns, though. He didn't blow through a lot of it. He's trying to keep the pressure up, but Guthrie coming back hard. He's rampage now. He gets the lucky rampage on his elixir. Nick trying to run away from it. The rampage is almost out. He's almost right through it. He uses a renewed focus. He had to use it, which was a smart move to use on the rampage to mitigate all the damage without blowing through all his cooldowns. You only use one, and which is, in my opinion, a smart idea. He's still got his heal. He's still got a couple things to keep him up. Guthrie's still taking a lot of pressure here. He gets him in the pushback. He's got the no port spot, which doesn't really help him too much. It's more in Guthrie's favor. He's got the invis. He's going to open up with some big damage. He dodges through the shockwave. Guthrie unfortunately shot beforehand and revealed him, I believe. And here he goes with the big pressure. He's almost going to be able to finish, but Elixir S is just in the nick of time. Nick's got to get this down really quick. He's still got the judge's intervention to port to him to keep the pressure up, but Guthrie resets and he gets the combo on the heel. Nick is backing up, backpedaling a bit. He doesn't get him in the shockwave, so that's a big disadvantage for Guthrie. He was expecting to get that burst on Nick, but Nick had a lot of cooldowns ready. He's sitting really good right now. Guthrie getting him in the overcharge shot, building some distance, but Nick coming right back onto him, trying to keep the pressure. Scepter is really strong, so he's auto-attacking him from far, trying to keep the pressure up, but Guthrie resets again. It looks like this one's going to go into the timer. A really, really good match. Trading blows back and forth. Incredible match right here, right now that we're watching, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very happy to have these contestants here. Guthrie doesn't get the advantage of the shockwave, but he does get the tornado, which is quite advantageous in a small area like this. But the timer is up. Nick is low. Oh no, Guthrie is low. He gets him in the shockwave, putting down some big pressure. What did he get his renewed focus again? He was able to get his renewed focus again, and he gets the down on Guthrie. That clutch renewed focus at the end saves his life. Good job by Nick. Now we have a 1-1 series. This is here we go, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness.
His renewed focus came off cooldown the exact second he cast it, like a second longer, and he would have lost that. It was nasty.
Thanks so much for joining us, guys. If you've just come in, we're in the finals here. It's a best-of-3 series. It's a 1-1 tied right now. Guthrie the Great, which is a Hollowsmith, versus Simply Nicholas, a Core Guardian, running a very funny custom build, but super strong. As you can see, he's in the finals. And later on today, guys, we're doing a Flash 3v3. So if you know of a team, or you have a team, or you want to sign up as a free agent, just whisper me, and we're going to start setting this up. I'm probably going to do it around 10, 11 o'clock. I had a little contest later on or earlier on, and people were able to complete the contest. So we're doing a 3v3. I got a couple bites. We're probably gonna do it. Here we go into game 3, guys. Oof, Guthrie the Great versus Simply Flowers. This is going to be another epic match. They were both. It was back and forth the entire match. He's coming in hard, pew-pewing from far. Nick trying to get some scepter damage out, just to trying to say, hey, I'm here, back up. You know, you're not able to free shot me all the time. But he's doing a good job right now. Guthrie the Great able to put down a lot of damage, getting Nick to use a little bit of his cooldowns. No, Nick is a master of patience. Hasn't used his cooldowns. He's being really good at using just his weapon skills and maybe a little bit of his utilities. He's getting a little low here, but maybe he's trying to bait Guthrie into getting a little cocky here. And he's got Guthrie down at 35%. He tries to jump away. Does he have his heal up? I don't know. He elixir S's, but I'm trying to buy him a little more time so he can get his heal up. And he does rampage, which then again is going to fully reset Guthrie. He's a little low. Let's see if Nick can keep the pressure up. Is he going to use his renewed focus through this? No, he won't. He's just going to wait right through it. Guthrie getting low, but his heal is ready right after this. Nick trying to keep the pressure up. Doing a good job as long as he doesn't get caught like that in the photon blitz with the shockwave right into the photon blitz and the corona burst. It's a huge combo and does a lot of damage, but Guthrie not able to capitalize after that. He was a little low on cooldowns and he was low on health, so he had to kind of get away without finishing. Now Simply might have the advantage here. He's got his heal back up again. Here we go. He's resetting. It's 30 seconds left on the map mechanic. I think it's going to go down to the timer again. Another epic match. Nick getting a little low, but I'm sure looking back at him, he's still got a couple cooldowns. His oh shit button, which he just popped, unfortunately. That was probably a fat finger on the renewed focus, and that was super unfortunate. My goodness. With only 20 seconds left into the match, this could spell disaster as a core guardian. Renewed focus makes or breaks most of the duels. He's got to do something now. He's in heavy damage. There's only 5 seconds left. He's got his heal. Maybe he can pop his heal, and that's it. Guthrie the Great taking advantage. Unfortunately, Nick is fat-fingered his renewed focus, and that didn't necessarily change the entire tide, but it definitely changed Nick's thought process and his momentum. Guthrie the Great. What a monster. Let me take a look at that Discord challenge.com here. Where's Guthrie over here? Goof. Goof goes through Irish in the first round. Then he moves on to the second round against PH Magic Boy. Beats PH Magic Boy. And then he goes into the semifinals saying, phew, what a hard match. And then he's got to face Zine. Gets through Zine in the semifinals. Moves into the finals. And has to face this odd build of Nick. So not only is it a build he's never faced, but it's also a strong contender, and he manages to pull it off. Great showing from both people. That was really fun. Thank you everybody for coming into the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to take a 10-15 minute break, get something to eat. Then I'm going to come back, do some unranked, and start promoing for that 3v3, which we're going to be happening around 11 p.m., maybe even 12. I'm going to push it back maybe a little farther, depending on what people like and how many when people are going to be ready. Once again, thanks so much for joining, guys. You guys are the fucking best. Woot woot. If you like this channel, click that follow button. I would really appreciate it. It just encourages me to do this more and more. If you have any suggestions whatsoever that you would like to see or you haven't seen, then put it down in the suggestion box. Oh, and one last little tidbit. I'm new to stream, obviously. I'm not the greatest shoutcaster, and there's a bunch of videos that are saved onto my fucking stream over here. So the only things that I think of are any value are the things that are in highlights. So any videos that are in highlights are something that I think are worth watching. Anything else is kind of like if you want to go in there and go through that maze, go through it and have at it. But the highlights are anything that I think are of particular interest. This 1v1 is going to be in the highlights as well. I'm going to stop the stream really quick and reset it. So this way I'll be able to save it, put it into highlights. And if you guys were in the stream and if you were competing, you'll be able to see yourself inside there as well. Once again, thank you so much for joining, guys. You guys are the fucking best. Woot woot. I'm going to be back in about